Jesus gave instructions to his disciples. Go you into all the world, take the gospel, preach the gospel to all nations, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I will be with you always, even unto the end. Our brothers has come from the US with that very same spiritual determination and obedience to that very scripture. Take the gospel to all nations. And that is what the brother is doing. That scripture comes to my mind when our brothers come down to assist, to spread the gospel, to spearhead, to assist us in any way, spiritually and physically also, in the medical field. That's the verse that comes, that's the scripture that comes to my mind.
Jesus helped everyone who was in need. He didn't care how low, how high. He helped everyone.
But when somebody comes from abroad, we usually have a little more impetus, people more coming more, and with the health, it helps the community because we are poor and medical help is always in need. And the spiritual end of it is also very much in need.
Christianity in this work tells us that we are ambassadors. We read it all the time, but we never a lot of times put it into action. And we have to understand that an ambassador represents someone else. So we represent Christ, and to be an ambassador, we have to go and do. And if you don't see what's out in the world and understand the need and understand what an ambassador is, then you will find yourself just sitting. So if we are going to truly be ambassadors, we have to get up and do.
Besides the health issue, you got to take care of our souls.
So when we were in Belize City, one of the gentlemen who got baptized, before getting baptized, he felt like his life wasn't right. You know, he was living with his girlfriend, had, a couple of children. And so the minister there did not feel comfortable baptizing this young man. And so he came to me asking what did I think about this guy being baptized. And I said, no, he needs to be baptized. There's no need for him to wait. And so he was about to walk out, and then he actually decided to get baptized. And so whenever it came to, okay, now who's going to baptize him, I'm like, well, I've done enough. That can't be me. But then when they were kind of looking around, and I'm like, are we kind of wasting time figuring out who's going to baptize him? It just quickly went into my mind the fact that I need to take myself out of it. And what needs to happen right now. And so I just felt like I was just being used, and I needed to just continue to be used during that moment. And so that's why I didn't even think twice about the fact that I needed to actually baptize him as well. Had never baptized anyone before. But, I've seen 1 or 50, baptisms in my life. It quickly showed me that sometimes I'm my own, barrier to doing things that I could easily do. Just felt like that's somebody else's role or somebody else's job. But if I could do it, I know everyone could do it.
I think to myself, am I my brother's keeper? Am I my sister's keeper? And the answer is yes, I am. I do what I can do to help my fellow brother, my fellow sister, my fellow Christian, my fellow man.